Mhm, mhm. Oh, hola. It is Tuesday, 10/14/2025. It's not 2 o'clock. It's a little past 2 o'clock here where I'm located. But anyway, thought I'd get on. I have such a hard time with ruckus technical stuff that it takes me a while to actually get rolling. But man, I've been just dipped in doo-doo, seemingly, for the last few weeks. And since my last live, I've been able to really get a whole lot more information on what went down. Why did everything collapse suddenly? And then I really got to also take that time to have a better conscious, aware response back. So I wrote back to the people that let me go as a reader and um, was able to really say my piece, say my truth in it. And my heart was racing. I was in bed still, like it was like, early morning hours. So, but I felt the need to really um, be heard, at least that. And it may have never been seen or read or anything, but again, it was in a way, just needing to say my truth, say my piece about it. And I was able to do that. And I still am churning. It still churns in my psyche. I wake up thinking about it. Different avenues, different levels, different layers of it, different pictures of it. And I slowly it's easing. And then today it was really realizing it was a psychic wound. It was betrayal on a lot of different levels from a lot of different people. So um, it was just interesting to go through when I thought, wow, my heart hurts. And no wonder, no wonder that it took that length of time. And I've also cleared out of my brain the brain centers that were part of the rejection factor. And those are some big areas. I didn't write them down. I won't be clearing on that tonight. But I wanted to also, since there's so much stuff going on locally, globally, nationally, um, wanted to work with that, all the crazy dynamics. And I have it written down, but I can't see it anymore. So I took a photo of it so I could possibly check back with it. But my journey, and I'm sure since I'm an empath, it's not just my journey, it's a bunch of different journeys that I'm correlating with. And it's not like I'm talking directly to people, but I'll get a wave of emotion, or I'll get a wave of funk, or a wave of this, a wave of that. And trying to clear myself out, step away from it is challenging. So I've been experiencing extreme funk, extreme depression, extreme emotional upset, a sadness, extreme, um, and the doom stroll. What is strolling? Is that what that's called? You're going through your Facebook and you're reading everything, and it's like 1 minute it's this beautiful scene and it's very comforting and very loving, and the next reel or the next picture, information, the story. It's, something's being murdered, somebody's being murdered, someone's being killed, there's violence. There's just such a mixture of chaos. It's just crazy. And being desensitized is alarming to me, coming from an emotional empathy, feelers perspective. It's intensive to be under this much duress at all times. So today I was able to unplug from that. I'm not step into that too much, but I know it's I think anyone with any kind of past trauma would be extremely traumatized at this time. I know I am. Mine stuff's coming up big time. So again, processing, working through it, and the like. Oh, there's my photo. Yeah, the emotional eating also, I'm eating ginger cookies and cheese twists, cracker things. And I'm not just having a little bit, I'm having a lot. A lot of like binging, which I'm not a binger um, typically. So I'm learning how to eat again and what not to eat and what is good. So I'm looking at, oh, um, treating my body better, which I've always done. My body's dictated to me what the hell we're doing. That was like us doing drugs. I couldn't do drugs anymore. I couldn't drink anymore. Alcohol. I couldn't partake in substancing any longer at some point. And I honored that. And I was able to maneuver that pretty well. And then this latest group of insanity and stuff that's been happening, the craziness. Again, the cookies, the chips, the kind of eating, kind of not eating. And I already have some conditions that don't have that. I can't eat like a garbage disposal anymore because I've always been kind of able to eat a little bit of this and a little bit of that and managed it well. And then this last time, it's like, okay. And then I realized, wow, I'm emotionally eating. I'm stuffing things down. Like I was like stuffing those cheese twists in my mouth and crunching, crunch, crunch, crunch. And it was just like it fed my inner child. It fed that part of me that needed that at that time, that needed to feel uh, loved. It that part of me that needs to feel included, safe, have enjoyment. And not having that is challenging. I've also had no sugar for many years, and now I'm like, kind of playing around with it. Um, but I have to use moderation with everything. But I've gotten myself into some kind of scary spots with my digestion system. And yeah, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to be clearing on that because I know other people, if I'm going through it, again, other people are going through it. Because again, we're not separate. We're like a fairy ring. We're interconnected. We're connected, even to those bozos that are in office right now. We have a connection to them. And, the other thing is I was getting information, a little bit of information. I haven't fully played with it. But the soul groups, like when I was younger, 30, 40 years ago, um, there were smaller soul groups that were coming in where we came in. Well, there were waves. Okay, we've had waves. Um, but we also have individual soul groups. Um, again, I'm not quite sure how I need to work with that. So I'm going to just bring one in. We do have a collective, worldwide, galactic soul grouping. And I might keep the galactic out of it currently, other than we have galactic ties to other planets, other places. Um, and but the global, the people on our globe, on planet Earth, are a soul group, and we're learning, evolving, changing. And when one person does this, the other person does that. So we're not separate anymore. We can't, like, totally unplug. Geez, how do I say it? We're still very connected, but let's see. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. The soul grouping is now global. Whatever we were trained in 30, 40 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago is evolving, and we're evolving as a group, even though we don't feel like it. So we're like, I could say my subconscious would hold a lot of the fear that the current leaders that are bad, that could be in my subconscious. That could be a walnut or in a nutshell. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Analogy that's held in my subconscious. What they're up to and all the craziness and all the denial they're in, I can hold that in my psyche. So that's a possibility. Yeah. Oh, I was also looking at the current admin is also like, um, so I have to think about it. Who, the groups that would travel the earth and they would rape and village and burn they would rape and kill the villagers and burn the village. Well, this is what's happening in the US. And those people that are in charge are doing just that. It's a large, massive land grab and power grab. So it's not just, but anyway, so we are just pawns in their eyes, and yeah, it's uncomfortable. Also, yeah, my doom activity, my doom, and I should look that up in the brain as well. So all those centers in my brain are like lit up. My buttons are being pushed locally by people, and my it's just all being centered. So it's all happening right now, right here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get some clearing going. But thanks for joining me. I know there's nobody currently online with me here, but someday some might find it, and we might do more work together. We might make it out of this. This might not come to their fruition as they see it. I hope not. There's way too many good people out here, in here, all around us. There's a greater tribe that's in the collective. Right. Because the other thing I'm working with is loneliness, and it's so, like, painful. And that, do I really want to hang out with other people? I want to hang out with like-minded people, but are we really at that level anymore? And that's into that soul grouping as well. All right. So let the reading begin. We're doing not on charts, in-depth level. Siamese souls. Please clear, educate, separate, and remove all Siamese souls. And we have guardian angels, council of 7, infinite council, guides, and inner archetypes. Inner child, paternal, mystic, perfectionist, producer. Where's clearing these? Okay. Any research? No. I know if I had been in here to clear a little earlier, like Sunday, I probably would have been able to adjust the funk that's been happening within myself. And I know, again, as I work myself, I work outward as well. So soul energy programming is the chart, the next chart. And this is what I'm reading from that, clearing from that. We have miasm of the soul, cleanse the soul of evil, programs that the soul is unaware of. Maybe I will do that one. Oh, look up the brain centers for doom, because it is happening across the board. So I have my trusty phone with me. So, doom scrolling dangers, the behavior is rooted in our brain's limbic system, often referred to as the lizard or reptilian brain, that's dominated by a structure. That's from Harvard Health. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's the monkey mind. The second brain area, the ventrolateral prefrontal cortex, that contains individual cells whose activities reflect the monkeys. Let's look at that one. Well, let's see. And let's see. This one says it became common during the COVID-19 pandemic. I was just looking for, I don't want to read a whole thing because this is crazy. Oh, they're studying the monkeys. Oh, leave the monkeys alone, would you? Well, have some okay, can we just do the centers of the brain? I really don't want to read the whole thing. Yeah, so the COVID definitely was a trauma bond. And this is another trauma bond that have no effing end. So I'd like to kind of scoop that way. So, ooh, here we go. Doom scrolling and brain rot. Okay. These are ways of describing some serious mental and emotional things. Let's see. Okay, I've gotten into a bigger area that I'm not sure I want to play with. Do you like my hair? It's my hair so much fun. Yeah, decline all. There we go. Okay, it reduces your attention span, and it does. It brings us right in, if we're doing the computer, the phone, and I've been doing a lot of that because I live alone, and maybe that's not the reason, but I also want to know what's happening. Like, it'd be nice to know to a degree, and then there's too much. I don't want to know that much. So anyway, yeah, now I'm off. So I should have done some pre-do. Okay, diminished critical thinking. Again, it again contracts the brain, contracts the eyes, our emotions, da 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 da. We get fixated. Emotional fatigue, social isolation. There we go. Physical symptoms. Anyway, I'm not going to do any more with that. I was hoping for the brain centers. I really just wanted the brain centers. I'll look it up later. Okay. And maybe something else will come through this on there. So we have Siamese souls again. Yeah, Siamese souls are, oh, well, do I want to read about the Siamese souls thing? No. when you come work with me individually, I will, but I'm not going to leave it there. Okay, we have 10A. They're like paper doll cutouts, but it's on a soul level. And as the soul is made, it has those ties. We have vitamin C, we have phosphorus, B complex, we have omega-3s, trace elements, silicone, fluorine, cobalt, chromium, celium, lithium, what it's called. And I'm clearing any blocks to assimilating those minerals and vitamins. All right, there we go. Yeah, I didn't fully prepare. My hair's a mess, and my water bottle's not that great. It's not that loaded with water. So I might have to stop and get water. But hey, this is raw live video. It's uncut. It's silly. And I think that's the thing that keeps me going. My ability. Okay, so I go through every day and I do what I'm grateful for. And I do art every day. And I should do my clearing every day. And I do music every day. And I walk my dog every day, a couple times a day. And I keep fairly active, but I'm also really flatlined. There's a part of me, oh wow, that's so weird. I was playing games on the computer. I've gotten like, that's where I'm like, I keep adding more, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is insane. This is so not like me. It's just so like, it's like I need more and more distractions, so I'm loading up on different things and food, and we're just trying to like build a barrier so we have to deal with all of it, even though we know that what's going down is going to affect us in our lives pretty dramatically. Yeah, so yeah, I think, wow, I just feel like I'm barely hanging in there. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. When I was playing a game the other day, there's a part, it's like my left side of my body, it's almost like it's dead. I mean, quite literally dead. And I look at my hand and it just doesn't look alive. So I'm wondering if I'm choking out too. That's another part of my world right now, is like, well, if it's going to get bad, I'm looking at offing, checking out. And I haven't fully made my choices yet. And this has been up for a while. Like, do I want to live? Well, I have no monies to do long-term care, and nor do I want to be in a long-term care facility, because I know what goes on in those places, because I've worked it. And, they're all for profit. There's hardly any that are not for profit. And you have to have money to be there. So we've got a whole bunch of people that are in that category that don't have funds to have people wipe their butts and feed them and help them die. So there's like, if you watch, what was that movie? I can't remember the full name. Where the man is born an old man. The baby's born to be an old man, and he transverses through life to become the baby. And then he finally dies. So it's backwards. And I'll think of the name again. I can see the memory of it. It's a great movie. I love it dearly. But Yeah, I mean, he always had someone to care for him. There was always someone watching out for him. And there's a whole bunch of people that are not being watched out for. But I just it's like, well, I don't wanna live on the streets if that happens. I don't wanna be in a cage if that oh god, you know? So, yeah, the impending doom, but it's like, how long do you wait to find out? Like, will I have a warning? Um, how long do we go? How much further do we go before we know that might happen to us that we can exit consciously? We can exit, make our own choices about stuff like that. And, the right to die with dignity. That's a big one too. That's another good issue right now. Okay, I'll go back to my other art, my chart work. We have other archetypes programmed before creation. There's people out there. It's so weird. It's like I work with people that want to live. They have this great desire to live no matter what they go through. And that's theirs. And I have to say, I know what the life force energy is, and it wants to continue even within me. So I have a really hard time even getting to the brink of wanting to check out. Um, and I always think suicide's a pretty intensive prospect, and it's hard work. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into getting to that point where you want to check out. Okay, we have 8B. There's helplessness. Okay, where is this located at? Right, and that's been up as well. We have beliefs of beliefs. Is this on the spirit level? Where is it located, please? Spiritual child. Okay. Helplessness. Fear of life. Where is this located? We have spirit level. And self-limitation. Where is it at? We have spirit imitation, spirit child, and spiritual level. So, okay, I'm going to be clearing that right now. And that's in the high self teams, and spirit level. Okay, so I'm going to do 6A on that one. So yeah, these are up and running, and now we're actually, I'm dowsing to find that. So as I'm saying it, it's coming in, and I know it's not just for me. So we have toxic shame, terror, escapism, hate of God, hate of life, hate of men, hate of self, hate of women. Abuse, frustration, addictions. Oh, yeah, addictions with food for me. So that came through big time. Okay. Fatigue, vengefulness, violence, forsaken, illness, clear, and apathy, anger, escapism, complaining, conflict, panic, please clear. Yeah, and when I originally was talking about even like in our subconscious minds, we can have the evil. We have it's darker, it's denser, it's more compact. Let's see. And that's we can hold what's happening in the world in our brains. So I was doing that. I've had like thoughts like a racist would have. I'm like, blah, I don't want that. Consciously, I don't want that at all. But it seeps up, it comes up. It comes from out of the shadows, right? And so I'm like, wow. So, we have a lineage, we have ancestors that did unthinkable things, uh, and our ancestors were subject to unthinkable things. And that gets carried down the line through your DNA, RNA. So those dynamics are part of our psyche. And when we work consciously, when we wake up and go, well, crap, I don't want to be like that anymore, or help me get out of this funk that I'm in, those things can be revealed, and they're uncomfortable. It's stressful. It can be very stressful. It's very uncomfortable. And we can learn how to work with it and also get it released. So um, that lineage of perpetrating against other people. And on a soul level, we've done all. We've done it all. We've done what Trump is doing right now. So again, we all are connected, right? Guardian angels, please. Other archetypes programmed before spirit. Before what? Before creation. Okay. Any more? Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm either busy or I'm fast asleep for long periods of time. This is higher level blocks. We have programs in the conscious mind of one. Blocks from the council within 2,000 levels, please clear. So the work I'm doing right now is working in the high realms of the soul work. This isn't a religious thing. Thank God. And it's not mainstream. So you won't find this often. You'll find it with practitioners, individual practitioners, and there is an association. Healing by father, mother, grandfather of the oversoul. Please clear. 31, which is chart 31 is memory clearing. 83 waves of expression. Divine plan. 99 elevations. Blocks to the luminous. Through Godhead and Spirit, and through Spirit, luminous and well, please clear. So you have to think outside the box for this work. And you have to also be spiritually minded. And that means that you are aware that you're responsible for your experience. Oh, that was another thing. Oh, yeah. I've asked people, what do they think about what we're going through? And I was on a spiritual group, and I asked one of the people there, and she goes, well, I'm not really bothered by it too much because people are here for different lessons. And it was interesting how just disregarded it felt, the answer felt to me. Disregard and lack of compassion. And that was interesting, and that's coming from a spiritual group. And that was the other thing, because I came through and was promoting what I do. And it was people's idea of what was happening. They were like in another plane of existence in their experience of it was just interesting. I was like, wow, okay. I must, I'm not going to question mine exactly, but I think when we're aware and awake, we are a lot more attuned to other people. We step out of that contracted, constricted aspect of it's I only take care of my own family, right? And a lot of people, that's all they know. That's what they know. And I don't know, I've never felt that way. I've always felt like I belong to the greater whole and that we look out for each other. And it seems like the more bigger we get, the more separate we get. You know, when we have space around us, then we're more apt to go out and meet. I think, and I could be wrong on that, but just looking at that. Oh, my dog's right here with me, and there's no storm. And right before I started working or going live, she was smelling the air. So something is local, something came through, means of larger prey. Yeah, she's well aware of different animals that I just love her. I mean, she's great. She tells me what's happening, who to stay away from, who to hang out with, who she wants to visit with, and keeps me very safe while we're walking. Not just her size and breed, but she'll actually scoot right in front of me, ging, 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 and we're walking along, and she does that. I'm like, oh shit, you know, I have to like slow down and redirect or stop or back away, and I have to tell her that. And she's like a herding dog, and she's listening to something. Yeah, she herds me around, and my human part gets mad at her for that. And then I remember, oh yeah, I'm not walking her, she's walking me. And I don't have a lot of say on that. She's an alpha. Okay. She's a good girl. But here we are. Okay. What do we have? We have conscious mind. Oh. Sorry. Yeah. We have grand eye whole, conscious spirit. The I am level, 2000 levels. I am level, mental, conscious mental, and emotional, conscious, emotional bodies. We have King of Kings. And king is not a role per se. It's a, God, what are they called? Oh, I just had it there and it's gone. Many mansions, paths, and levels. Yeah, the No King's Day. Christ body, subconscious, alien body, consciousness, spiritual body, subconscious, living soul, consciousness, Holy Spirit body, consciousness, subconscious, please clear. Oh, and if you by chance happen to see this, yeah, leave me a note. Anything else? Okay, good. And what else is going on? Anything else? No. Yeah, pendulum is like way out here, way forward. Clearing the field. We're clearing the Akashic Field. Cool. Oh, yeah. I had that imagery in my meditation today of lines going in front of me, like horizontal lines. You know, like, yeah, it's kind of that. All right. And that was going throughout my body, the front of the body. So interesting stuff. I don't know what that's about, but let's see, are we doing the physical? No. Okay, so we'll do a flower essence. We have Black-Eyed Susan. All right. Positive qualities, awake consciousness, capable of acknowledging all aspects of self, penetrating insight. Patterns of imbalance are avoidance or repression of traumatic or painful aspects of the personality. Black-eyed Susan is a powerful catalyst for confronting parts of her personality or traumatic episodes from the past that have been kept locked away in the recesses of the psyche. Often these unclaimed parts of the psyche operate as shadow parts of the personality. For example, a person who was raped or abused may begin to exhibit the same behavior towards others later in life. In other instances, this enormous repression does not manifest outwardly, but inwardly, in self-destructive tendencies or as a mental or physical illness. In many cases, Black-eyed Susan is indicated for individuals who suffer from emotional amnesia and paralysis. Okay, and are totally unaware of the healing issues they must confront. What is needed in these circumstances is an increase of awareness, the ability to shine the light of consciousness into the shadows of the psyche. A great release of energy is felt in the soul once such buried parts of the psyche are consciously encountered and addressed in an appropriate therapeutic environment. Black-eyed Susan restores great light and awareness, conscious awareness, helping the soul to integrate and transform unclaimed parts of the psyche. There we go. Kind of what I just kind of discussed. So that's the flower essence. Anything more? No. Anything else? No. Are we good? Stop. Yeah. We're at the 40-minute. Seems to be a good hour, or seems to be a good time to do the clearing work, or the talk, or the whole session. About 40 minutes. A good 40 minutes is good. So thanks for joining me. I'm grateful to have this tool on board to work with, to help assist not only myself, but our fairy ring, all the beings on the fairy ring. And that's the earth mother, sky, the waters, the sun, it's all of the elements, the earth, water, fire, and air, and spirit, and great mystery. And yeah, thank you. Muchas gracias. Blessings. Hey, not be live.